The following content contains extreme ignorance, stupidity, and an overall lack of competence. Some listeners may find this upsetting. Viewer regression is advised.
Hello, William.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, I see how it works. Hello, Tyler.
It's movie magic. I edited out those 14 seconds.
Oh, well, that was some golden.
I'm gonna do it now. Watch.
Don't.
Here it goes. Goodbye. You'll never... Oh, I can't do it now.
Nice.
I hope I don't forget.
You're gonna hear all of that us talking over the new intro. We have an intro now.
Welcome to Viewer Regression Advised.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait. Hello, people. Hello, world.
Oh, hello, world! No, I said we couldn't mess up!
It's the one time we have to be organized.
I mean, it's not like the intro's going anywhere.
That's true. Yeah, welcome to Viewer Regression Advised.
The podcast where...
Two idiots who don't know anything talk about everything.
And today, we're talking about the Allies.
That's right. The good guys. The
people that won the war.
Undisputed heroes of the World War II.
Mm-hmm.
They never did anything wrong, nor have they done since then. No. Nazis bad. Everybody else, good.
Okay.
Yeah. Even Everybody else is better than the Nazis because...
Better. Okay. I guess you gotta choose someone better here.
Well, no, because... And this is very important for the rest of the podcast to know this. Because we won. We were on the winning side, and therefore we're the good guys.
That is the case.
Yeah, because the Nazis were bad. No one's saying they were pretty evil.
No, I think 6 million murders would back that claim up pretty good.
Yeah, they were pretty bad people. You know who else were pretty bad people?
Stalin and Mao.
Yeah,
they weren't in control. Were they in World War II?
Was. Yeah.
Stalin was.
Mao was after that.
But yeah.
Stalin was a pretty bad guy, and we'll get into exactly why during this podcast. But let's start off with a recap. We want to talk a little bit about last week. Okay. I think you did a really good job of talking about how, obviously everybody hates the Nazis, but there were other villains in the war.
Yeah.
Namely the Japanese.
Yeah.
And I kind of took that to heart, and I liked that idea of, other villains.
Okay.
Because, the Nazis are so... villainized, demonized, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
But, sometimes it overshadows the other villains. Right. So I really focused on, the horrible stuff that the Allies did during the war.
Okay.
There's not a lot of positivity in this one.
Did you find anything out? There's a real fun tidbit, and maybe this is coming, so tell me if it is. The American, Indiana Jones, division of the military. There was a special ops team that was trying to recover magical artifacts.
What?
Okay.
I didn't know about this.
The Germans, the first scene from Captain America, the First Avenger. Red Skull was getting the Tesseract.
Tesseract, yeah.
Yeah. That was something that Nazi Germany was trying to do.
Well, I knew that. They would try to find ancient religious or magical artifacts to help them.
Yeah, so that and of course a team of US soldiers come in and bust it, right? Or attempt to?
No, they just get it.
They just get it. But if we were living in the real world, that's what would have happened, because they were out there trying to find it before the Nazis.
Oh my god.
Because they went, okay. There's probably not magical artifacts out there.
Probably.
But we're not going to let the Nazis get them first.
But if they, on the very, very slim chance that they are magical, we can't let it fall into the wrong hands. We gotta get that.
and so they tried to. No one came up with anything, I don't think.
Well, of course, we don't know about it, because they probably didn't declassify it. You know, they've got the Ark of the Covenant. For sure they do.
What are you gonna do with that?
Put it in a box. Don't let anyone touch it. That kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so we'll move past that.
Yeah. So, I've titled this report. I wanted to also know...
this report.
Yeah, I wrote like about a page of notes in Microsoft Word, and I wrote it last night after trivia.
Yeah.
I'd had a few beers. So if there's some nonsense in here, that's not my fault. So the title here is The Allies, Bad Stuff. So good start.
It's like they're superheroes. It's like they're the good guys,
but
they're mean.
Bad. They're
bad,
not good
mean,
guys.
Not
They're
nice.
not good.
They're allies, but bad.
Bad allies. The first line of the report is allies does not mean good guys.
That's poetic. It rhymes.
Yeah. Oh, that means it's true. If it rhymes, it's true. And then I just underneath it, just a note. Russia, the Soviet Union, very bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
of course.
I think a lot of this is going to be framed towards the Soviet Union and how terrible they were.
Yeah.
Because they were pretty bad. They were so bad, Nazis were like, these guys are bad. That's like really like Nazis.
Well,
like,
I mean, Nazis had kind of like the disclaimer of last episode still holds.
oh yeah, we're gonna say some outlandish stuff.
The Nazis at least had a code.
They did.
They really picked out certain people.
Yeah.
And had a genocide.
Yeah.
However,
it was framed mostly on the people. Everybody else was pretty okay.
Yeah, well, you also had to do the thing that you had to do in Russia, which was
Sig Heil.
Yeah. So they were pretty strict too. But how bad was Russia?
Russia was pretty darn bad. So bad that before the war, a lot of the reason that Hitler did the things he did, coming out of like this depression that Germany was in, because they losing World War I. Germany wasn't really the bad guys in that war. They just kind of happened to be on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And then that put them in a real bad depression. Hitler kind of rose up out of that and was like, I will lead us back to where we were. Like, we will be the greatest nation in the world again. And all of Germany, obviously, like you would, be like, yeah, I don't want to be like this garbage nation anymore.
Yeah, I'm not poo.
Yeah, I'm not poop. I do poop.
That's what they all said. They said, I'm not poop.
But they said it like German, so they were like, I'm not the poop.
You sure they didn't say it in German?
No, they all said it in English, but with a real thick German accent. So they were trying to recapture this. And then Hitler, with some of his bias, was like, yeah, and like we're gonna be this great nation. And Germany was like, yeah, and he's like, and we're gonna kill all the Jewish people. And they were like, okay. Will we still be a great nation? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, he caught him in the middle of people that commit genocide say what? They went what? And he went, gotcha,
and they went,
put a uniform on.
They went, ooh, you got me,
I gotta
You're
go,
good, Hitler.
I gotta go get my neighbor. All right,
yo, he's a Jew.
Oh, no.
Man, he's a clever guy, that Hitler. Moving right out of that.
Yeah, no, never going back there.
Moving right out of that phase of the podcast. We're going to move into the reason he wanted to start a war. So Hitler, obviously, after World War I, France and Germany just hated each other. They hated each other.
Grr.
And France was a big reason that Germany lost the First World War. So obviously he was like, we hate France, and we're gonna go get France.
Okay.
But also, as Germany became a fascist government, they became very afraid of communism, encroaching communism, particularly from the gigantic country directly to their left. Like,
do you look at oh wait, was Poland communist?
No.
Okay, so you hold a map like south side up then?
Oh, I was talking like they were on the map, like on land, going, oh, to the east is our left. Like standing,
so
facing
you're talking
south.
about Russia?
Yes.
Because that is to the east. Okay.
Yeah. So this behemoth of communism, full of...
Right next to the other one.
The other behemoth of communism. That wasn't quite a behemoth yet. China. And this government that doesn't care about its people, and this seemingly endless supply of soldiers.
I don't know where they... Oops, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I don't know where they got that many people.
Yeah, what happened? Like, I get it's a big landmass, but, like, it's cold up there. Like,
Yeah,
how do you procreate that much?
No, for real, though. Like, isn't it just, like, Moscow and Warsaw, and then it's just, like...
Warsaw's Poland.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Warsaw.
It's Moscow and then Warsaw, and that's it. That's all Russia has. I have no idea. Like, I picture most of Russia just a frozen, like, hellscape. But maybe they got a bunch of people.
It kind of just looks like, because I've seen it on a game called GeoGuessr.
Oh, yeah.
And because it's a large landmass, you often go in Russia if the world just goes, all right, Google Map somewhere random, and it's like,
yeah,
you're in Russia, like,
probably
a third
in Russia.
of the time, yeah. And most of the time, it just kind of looks like the drive between, like, Dayton, Ohio, and Chicago, where it's just nothing but farms or
every once in a while you'll see a hill.
Yep.
But mostly...
Look at that hill.
Wow. That must be like 10 feet tall. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of... So, like, despite that being what Russia is, they got a ton of people. Apparently. So we've heard.
Well, they had less after this war. So I've
significantly.
also heard.
Yeah, about 100 million less.
What?
Yeah, 100 million. This gets into more Stalin later after the war, but
right.
Because he basically blew up the economy, and we're like, yeah, we're just not going to give food to the people, and then 100 million people starved to death. So that was cool. And there's still people. Can you imagine 100 million people, and then there's still being more? That's so many people.
Can you imagine 100 million people, and then there still be more?
There's still more. I don't know. Anyway, no. Back to this whole fascism versus communism.
Yeah. The old.
So Hitler, being the wise leader that he was, went in his own mind. We hate France, so we're gonna go kill France.
Right.
We're gonna take France.
There's a country in the way, Hitler. What are we gonna do about that?
Doesn't matter. We'll just blow through it.
Okay.
We don't need... It's a little country. What are they gonna do? Fight back? And then, but really what we want to do is, like, we want to slap France a little bit and just be like, hey, why'd you do that? Yeah, just a little, give me the old 1-2. But really what we want to do is we want to hunker in and, like, into France, put our claws in, and then shove all our attention towards Russia.
Okay.
And specifically Poland, because Poland is the only like significant country between Germany and Russia. So a lot of the reasons the Nazis were like the bad guys right out of the war.
Hold on, I'm an idiot. There isn't. It's just Germany, France. There's not a country in between, is there?
There are a bunch of little countries. There's like Belgium, I think. There's actually that's actually a big reason why the Nazis were considered like the bad guys in the war, is because they like amassed their force, and then the Blitzkrieg happened, which is just like throw everything out at once, like don't give any warning. So they ran through like Bulgaria or like Belgium or whatever the country is, and like tore everything through. Like this whole army just swept through. They had no chance. They were neutral and they just went through anyway. Attacked France, and then went and took over Poland.
Okay.
Without warning. I mean, the Polish had no chance. And then people were like, hey, that was bad. Hitler, being the smart guy that he was like, yeah, but like civilized countries aren't going to like communism. So this is where the Allies come in, the British specifically. Hitler was thinking, I got this. What's going to happen is we're going to attack the Soviet Union, and Great Britain is going to be like, hey, we like that you did that. We're going to be on your side.
Oh, good plan. And Churchill just loves that Hitler guy.
Oh,
He
yeah,
gets
they were
along
big
real well.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, naturally, when he invaded France and Great Britain went, yeah, we don't like that you did that. We're on France's side. Mm-hmm. Hitler went, what?
I'm gonna attack Russia. They're communists.
Well, we're friends. We're buddies. You know.
It's not about France. France is like,
just let it
why
go.
do you just like France literally lost you the freaking Revolutionary War in America? You're gonna be on their side,
dude. It doesn't even matter. Just that was like weeks ago that I did that.
We're gonna attack Russia.
Just like be cool about this.
And Churchill just no. He didn't.
Great Britain itself was like, hey, we don't like that you did that. No. Because what they were thinking was, once Germany took France, they were coming for them. And Great Britain was like, no. Oh. We can't let you get through France. Because if you do, we're in trouble. So then they declared war on Germany. Very bad. And then the Soviet Union, seeing this Blitzkrieg happen and seeing the formation of this country, this force that was about to assault them, was like, yeah, we don't like those Germans either. Hey, Great Britain.
Real sly.
Yeah. Hey, Great Britain, you wanna like team up? Because then we could like pincer move this Germany guys, and then like, you know. Yeah. And then also, hey, China, I know you're dealing with some stuff with Japan right now. Why don't we just like, we can just help you out if you want.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be like mutually beneficial. Do you think?
Yeah. Just because like these like war things going. Like I know we're both communists, but we're working with Great Britain.
Well, I'm not entirely sure China was entirely communist at the time. They were starting to get there, and Russia was like, hey, while we come help you with this Japan thing, have you ever heard of communism? Like, to the people, the governments that they were trying to establish, Russia was like, we will help you establish this. Also, if you give us a little more land, we can help.
What do they need? What more land did they get land out of World War II?
Oh, yeah. They took a lot. After World War II, they got, like, most of Ukraine. Like, Ukraine got its freedom after that, but, like, barely. And then most of the Eastern Bloc they had. They had, like, almost up until Germany.
That's right.
And they owned the east side of Berlin. Russia was, like, really made out as the real winner of World War II. The people didn't, but the government did.
Ooh.
Stalin specifically. That crazy madman Stalin. So after all of this World War stuff starts, and then Japan does its thing, it's just like, now stay away.
Okay.
And then the United States goes, well, we're going to get involved. You know, Dad stood up from his chair, so to speak. It was a real big moment for the war.
Dad stood up from his chair.
Yeah, Churchill, you may have mentioned this last time, but Churchill, the story goes that when he heard that Pearl Harbor was attacked, he lit a cigar, poured himself some whiskey, and said, "Congratulations, gentlemen, we just won the war." Which is, man, was that's cold. But right, because that was so. America got involved, and let's go. I lost my place here in this. So China's not strong. Basically, a punching bag for Japan.
Okay.
But now, China's big and strong. now.
Oh, yeah, 'cause they
And-
got the Russian milk.
Yeah, and Russia is now big and strong. And it's an interesting dichotomy to see the real winners of the war were kind of, have decided 50 years later, it's like, oh, you could see really who won,
Yeah. For sure.
Churchill is quoted after the war saying, we butchered the wrong pig, discussing the difference between the Nazis and the Soviets. After seeing what the Soviets did after the war, he's like, maybe we should have gone for the Soviets too. General Patton of the U.S. military
Okay.
famously wanted to, once we took Germany and the war was over, oh my gosh, he was like, we're not going to stop. We're going to take the Soviet. We're going to go right into Russia. We're just going to keep marching through. He had a horrible car accident and then died of a pulmonary embolism or something like that afterwards.
Right.
Right, yeah. He had an accident, air quotes,
Yeah.
and died, air quotes.
Boy,
Accidentally,
he died.
air quotes. Well, he definitely died, but accidentally, air quotes.
Oh, that stinks. That's a stinker right there.
Yeah. Churchill probably would have followed him too.
That would have been
Though,
that would have been rough. That would have been a rough war.
yeah, that would have been
Because how do you stop? What are you stopping Russia from doing? First off,
expansion mostly.
okay.
Because like I said, they took almost that entire eastern bloc of Europe once they marched in. Another thing about the Soviet Union, their armies, the Red Army was terrible. They were awful.
Like at their jobs or at war crimes?
Both. Russia didn't have enough munitions and supplies to give all of their soldiers guns.
I know about this. So they
Yeah.
just went.
They assigned
Go
two
ahead.
people to a gun and said, you get the gun first, and you hold on to this guy, and you follow him around, and if he dies, you pick it up and keep shooting. They would throw people into combat like that. And when the Nazis were attacking, they tried to attack Russia in the winter. A big mistake.
Yeah, there's that's the thing though that I was thinking is if you're fighting Russia, you've got 6 months out of the year that you can even do it, and then when you do that, you have to travel about 4,000 miles on land.
Yeah.
With it to then get to a fight.
Yeah. You have to 4,000 miles on land through hordes of people they're just throwing at you. And then by the time you get to Moscow, they're already set up for defense and they've just been throwing people at you.
Yep.
For 4,000 miles, It's insane.
Yeah.
The strategic advantage of Russia is wild. I don't know how they established such a thing there.
They're there now.
Yeah, and no one's gonna move them. I don't know if I talked about this in the podcast. Did you know that Joseph Stalin was a prankster?
I did know this.
The pickle story, I think I shared.
I don't know if you've told me on the podcast or not, and I don't know that I've ever heard the pickle story.
Really?
I know about he always just used to put tangerines in people's pillows or something weird.
Yeah. He would. So after the war, Stalin was like,
What American movie did he really like?
oh shoot, it was. I think
It was a real dumb one.
I cannot remember. I don't remember at all.
But after the war, Stalin was like, what?
So he got really into, he liked practical jokes. He really loved drinking. His idea was that if you're drunk, nobody can lie when you're drunk. You can't lie if you're drunk.
Right.
And if you're drunk, it's much easier to tell the truth. If you're, I don't know, scheming behind your back, it'd be yeah, I planned with this guy to assassinate you. And he's going to be like, haha, bang. Gotcha. Yeah. So, as well as, being a horrible, horrible criminal and dictator.
He was a fun guy.
He's just a fun-loving guy. Like drinking with his buddies and making them drink until they passed out every night for 6 years.
Just good old chummy stuff.
Yeah, like there was a story, again, I don't know if I told this on the podcast, but I think it's so funny and worth saying again. One time he took the gun out of the holster of an officer that he worked with. By the way, this was not, like, he didn't hide it. He walked up to the officer and said, "Give me your gun."
Okay.
Which is a terrifying thing to hear from Stalin. He said, "Give me your gun." He took it out of his holster, gave him his gun. He took a pickle off a plate, put it in the dude's holster, and said, "Draw your weapon." And the dude went, I can't. He's like, "Draw your weapon." So he pulled the pickle out of his holster and held it like a gun. And Stalin thought it was so funny
that he shot him.
That he told that story every day until the day he died. Like 10 years. Every night he would get drunk with his commanders and be like, "Remember that time I put a pickle in his holster and he drew it like a gun, but it was a pickle? How funny is that?"
A pickle red.
Pickle red.
I'm Pickle Stalin's officer. Look at me. I turned my gun into a pickle.
Pickle red.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good, right?
That's a pretty good one. He got him. I bet he thought about it every night too. Just like, man, he really. He's so crafty. He got me.
He was quoted as telling that story like days before he died. He was so proud.
Oh my god.
So we've talked a lot about Stalin, and I mentioned the Red Army and how bad that was. So this is where it gets into like kind of the bad part of war. The part that personally before this I never really thought about was like the incredible amount of rape that happens in war.
Oh, a lot. Like a lot. And everybody's like all parties in the war were guilty of this. America had, 100 and like well over 150-ish cases of like reported rapes or like assaults when they went through Germany. And those were just the reported ones. Yeah.
Russia didn't even have a system for reporting that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. They were like, "Hey, you're fighting this war, do whatever you want."
Ooh.
Like, whether it be rape, theft, murder. Russia was not the Soviet Union was not a part of the Geneva Convention.
Oh.
So they didn't have like a code of conduct, like in terms of war. They were not holding themselves to like the like war crimes. They just didn't believe in them.
That's not real.
Yeah, they're like, well, they're our enemies, so we're gonna kill them. Like, what if they don't have a gun? Well, then they're easier to shoot.
Oh, like, we have two people with one gun.
Yeah,
that guy doesn't have a gun.
Yeah.
But you could shoot him. I'm not saying you would.
Yeah, that's the whole like Soviet Union. The army was run that way.
Oh my gosh. How do you keep control over, like, an army like that?
You say, "If you run away, I'll kill you." So you let them loose on whatever they find, and it's chaos. There are multiple quotes of like Russian like old of like people in the town, like in German towns and stuff when Russia came through. And like a reporter was going through and like asking what it was like in World War II when they were coming through. This was way later.
Okay.
And one of the people was quoted saying, "The Red Army did whatever they want. They took whatever they want. They destroyed whatever they want, and they were raping everyone from 8 to 80." These like they didn't care. If they found you, it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Stalin responded to this reporter. Because the reporter obviously condemned, like, "This is evil. I can't believe that they did this."
Okay.
Stalin, and I quote...
And he said, "Give me your pen."
No.
And then he put a pickle
in his hand.
And he said, "Write that report again."
With a pickle.
And I told him to write it. And he couldn't because he had a pickle in his hand, not a pen. And I told him, like, quote me on this. And he just, like, he was like, I can't. He tried to write it was in the, like, pickle juice.
Oh my gosh. No. If he lived in Russia, that dude would be dead for sure. No. Okay, so this is a quote. Quote Stalin. Djlas, I think, was the reporter's name.
Okay.
So, quote, does Djlas, who is himself a writer, not know what human suffering and the human heart are? Can't he understand if a soldier who has crossed thousands of kilometers through blood and fire and death has fun with a woman or takes some trifle? Can't he understand? Yeah, that was the guy, like, in charge of the whole army. Was just like, why is that wrong? Yeah, he's a pretty bad guy.
I thought he was gonna say, like, him as a writer, can't he see these terrible things that he's saying about me, how much they hurt me?
Me? No, he was just like, who cares?
Probably the people that
like everybody
getting attacked.
Yeah, most of them, and like also everybody else that wasn't a part of the war.
Yeah, no, I kind of care, and there's actually nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, pretty gross. It's pretty gross.
But he was one of the. He was the
good guy. He was the ally.
He beat Germany.
He did. He beat Germany, very badly. Yeah. So that's. I think that's a good like segue into some of the other war crimes.
Oh, good. There's more?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, all the rape and stuff. That's all.
Let's not downplay.
No. I'm saying that's been covered.
Okay.
Another one that I feel is very, like, this one I don't feel is that bad. So one of the ones that America has been condemned for recently. Well, not recently, but like after the war, it was like, you killed unarmed German soldiers in concentration camps, which is 100% real. Like, that's been reported multiple times that, like, when Americans came into the concentration camps, they knew that Germans were gathering Nazis. Germans were gathering, the Nazis were gathering Jews.
Yeah.
And they were, like, persecuting the Jews.
Yeah, okay.
They had no idea that concentration camps existed. Nazis, like, kept that completely under wraps. They were, like, top secret. So when they stumbled upon like, a German camp, they're like, whoa, like, there's this German camp, like, 10 miles outside of the city. What is this? And then they go in and they find, 10,000 dead people, like, that have been tortured and killed. I mean, at that point, I think I don't think it's a stretch to say maybe just, like, kill those guys. Maybe, like,
they went.
You did this?
You're alive. They're not. You did. They went. We surrender.
We don't have guns.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. That one was the one I was like, technically a war crime.
If you're gonna justify a war crime.
That's a quote.
A pile of a pile of civilians that you find next to the person that you kill is kind of some damning evidence that might hold up in the, maybe not a court of law, but like the court of public opinion.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. But so that was America. Britain is not safe in this war.
What did Britain do? Come on.
Good old Great Britain.
Oh, they're so polite.
They are. And at this time, they had a lot of territories, one of which was India. They owned a lot of India. They controlled a lot of India.
Oh, yeah. They were still big colonized guys.
Mm-hmm. So when the war started, they're like, oh, we need to feed our soldiers. We need supplies. Let's take it from India. And then, hundreds of thousands of Indian people starved to death because Great Britain took all the food in the country. Yeah, that was pretty horrible. The Bengal famine is what that's called.
What happened after that? Like,
What do you mean?
Is it still under any kind of British control in India?
There's heavy British influence, but I think they're their own sovereign state. It's kind of like Australia.
No, okay.
Like heavy British influence. Like they use the same money, but it's very like they're their own national, independent state, as far as I know. Here's a fun one.
Oh, I didn't think they were gonna get fun.
Well, this one's just kind of funny. So, in earlier in the war, Great Britain had the idea they're like, well, we want to invade Italy.
It's good plan. Good.
Yeah, because Mussolini's an idiot, and like, what are the Italians going to do?
What are they going to do?
Come on. So they hatched a plan called Operation Mincemeat. They found some. Yes. Here's the plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this plan, and then you tell me if you think it worked or not.
Okay.
This would be like a fun little pre-game.
Okay.
Because I have a game.
Warm up.
Yeah, just like a nice warm up. Here's the plan. Let's find first person from the British perspective.
Okay. And I'm a general, or I need to get into character to see if this is gonna work.
Well, I think you would be Churchill.
I'm Churchill.
Yeah.
And you're one of my generals.
Yes,
coming up with a plan. Okay.
giving you an idea.
Okay.
Okay, what if it's a big stogie? Is that what smoking cigars sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hello, Churchill. I got this plan, didn't it? Right. So we're gonna. I found this dead body. Right.
Oh, okay.
I found him. He ate rat poison and he died.
Oh, no, what terrible death. Okay,
Yeah. We don't know why he ate rat poison, but he died. Eating rat poison.
Okay.
Just a random guy, not in the military.
No, okay, wait. Okay.
What if, since we want to go into Italy?
I've been thinking about going to Italy for a long time.
Yeah. I knew that. So what if we put his dead body in a full British military outfit?
Oh,
made him look like a captain or something.
Yeah, okay.
Put plans on him to invade Greece, and then just throw his body out. Someone's gonna find it, assume that he died by poisoning.
Because he died by poisoning.
Because he ate rat poison for some unknown reason. And then the information gets out to... I'm slipping into Australian.
Oh, you started there.
Oh, okay. The information gets out, and then the Germans see it and go, tally-ho, they're coming for Greece. Let's move our forces out of Italy, and push it into Greece, because that's where they're going to attack.
Oh, wait, did they capture Greece? Was Greece like...
I think Germany got Greece.
Germany got Greece.
Italy did. I don't think they did.
No, they did not
they didn't do it.
But Germany went, that's okay, Mussolini.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. And Mussolini said, thanks, Dad.
I want him to call Hitler Dad so bad.
Thank you, Papa.
Ooh, Papa.
Greece hurt me.
Ooh, Papa. You gotta watch that TikTok. What? It's some Italian pizza dude, and he has a pizza pie and he's just sitting on a fence, and there's a parade or something. You don't know what's going on, and he goes ooh, and starts running out of the crowd into the parade, and he goes up to this big old carriage. He goes, Papa, ooh, Papa, and he hands this pizza pie to none other than the Pope. I'll bless you with that after. You guys gotta find that.
Oh my gosh. That is so good. Yeah, that's the relationship between Mussolini and Hitler.
Yeah.
Taking the pizza.
Okay. We're gonna invade Greece.
Yeah.
Just out in the ocean.
Yep.
Where in the ocean? Where are we putting this in the ocean?
We're not. Here's the thing, though. Right. We're not gonna invade Greece. We're going to invade Italy.
Oh, I did want to invade Italy.
Right. I knew that. See, I knew that. Do you think it'll work?
Where are we putting this body so that it can be found?
In a warehouse.
Where?
In a warehouse. in Great Britain somewhere.
What? No, it didn't work.
Do you want to know? Because it did work. The press found out. Like, the news was passed from like German spies. They found the body, and then he had plans on him, and they heard about the plans, and Hitler moved 90,000 German troops from Italy to Greece, and then Great Britain and America just walked right into Italy.
Oh,
and it worked.
God. No.
Yeah.
You know what? I should have believed that because German spies were so dumb.
Really?
There was a whole team of spies, 6 of them, that within a week all got arrested for things other than being a spy.
Are you serious?
They were in Amsterdam or Britain or whatever.
Yeah.
And they got one was like trying to order a drink at a bar at like 11 a.m.
Oh.
And it was like being belligerent about it. Another one was just driving on the wrong side of the road.
What?
Just like being dumb and bad at their jobs. And they got arrested and they went, all right, what? Oh, you're German. The police.
And they're like, no, you're not. You look German.
So,
Like, are you a spy? No! Nine!
good. I mean, not. No.
No. The only thing they want to say in English is no. They didn't even bother learning the language.
No, one of them was speaking German and like didn't like it was.
Oh my
I
gosh.
couldn't get over a speech, like a language barrier.
Oh my gosh.
They were at least those 6 guys were real bad.
Well, maybe they were the 6 involved in passing that information along, because
Holy man.
that is horrible. It's inexcusable.
And they just walked in.
And they just, like, walked in. Like, they just kind of sauntered into Italy, and Mussolini went, Hitler! Papa Hitler!
Papa!
And by then, the Germans had to get all the way back to Italy, and by then, America had Great Britain, the Allies, had pretty much taken control.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And it worked.
Good work. No, I mean, other than that guy just like randomly dying, no one knew how.
Yeah, he just ate rat poison.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but other than that,
That's the funniest part about that. He wasn't in the military. He was just some dude. He was just some guy that
absolutely murdered him.
Oh, probably, yeah. But like, it's just like, what? Who eats rat poison? Probably someone who's murdered.
Okay.
Germans thought they had to protect Greece, then they got effed in Italy. LOL. That was a line I wrote in my report.
This is pretty quality stuff.
Yeah, this is. Whew.
So where are we going from here? We know Russia just like starves their people and convinces other countries that, you know, they're less bad than Germany.
Yeah.
We know
commit war crimes because they don't believe war crimes exist.
Yep, just being atrocious.
Yeah.
Italy just is a
dumb.
Big old sub to Hitler.
Sub. Daddy dumb Hitler.
Yep. And just looks out for that and what is it? America and Britain took advantage of that and took over Italy when all the German soldiers were away.
Yep.
And they were out buying packs of cigarettes and milk.
No, we'll be back later. Back. Yeah. There's actually like Hitler pulled a lot of his troops back because of that. He's like, well, they're already in Italy, so they could just have Italy. Like, set up a perimeter outside Italy. Just totally abandon them. It's like, we're not going to help. You've already lost. You're an idiot.
You big dumb.
You big dumb. Okay. So in terms of allies, this kind of goes back to... I wanted to talk about this guy, Rudolf Hess.
Okay.
This was a German officer and politician, part of the Nazi Party, and like well before the war.
Sure.
This is still early, before like Britain had officially declared war, and Hitler was like, "Hey, we might be able to get like I think Britain's going to be on our side." When that started to shift a little bit, right before they declared war, Rudolf Hess, being like the right-hand man to Hitler, was like, against Hitler's orders, went, I'm going to go to Great Britain, and I'm going to convince them to be on our side. He trusted Great Britain. They had a lot of German like matriarchs and like politicians and stuff in Great Britain, and he's like you're basically German. Like, join us. Like we want to help you. So he flew to Scotland like right at the beginning of the war, and went, hey, we want you to be on our side. And naturally, like any good German spy, he was arrested immediately.
You love to see it.
Yeah. And you know what? He was arrested, like, straight away, released for his crimes. But then, when Britain declared war on Germany, he was then re-arrested and recharged with destruction of peace as, like, a Nazi officer.
Oh.
Even though he really didn't have much to do with the war, since, it was right at the beginning, and he... went to Great Britain.
Yeah, okay.
And he was put in jail. And he was put in jail for life. Here's the thing, though.
Well, there's the thing.
Yes, because he was put in jail for a while in Great Britain. And then when they took Germany, he got moved to a German prison after he was tried.
Okay.
A German prison that just happened to be in the Soviet territory of Germany.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah. So... he got moved to a prison run by the Soviets as a German Nazi officer, former,
But a British prisoner.
but a British prisoner. Yeah.
Okay. That was arrested in Scotland.
Yes. Yep.
I'm following.
Yeah. So he is in Germany, owned by Russia, being arrested in Scotland by Great Britain, and. This prison he got moved to was like it was like a German prison at first. So it was like really well built. It was made to hold like 600 people. When the Soviets took control, for some unknown reason, after like 20 years of him being in prison, they just, like maybe 30 years of being in prison, Russia didn't kill him. They took all of the other inmates out of the prison and left him alone in that prison. And they left him there for 17 years.
What?
Until he finally committed suicide.
Oh my
This man was in prison for 47 years. 17 of those, he was completely alone in this enormous prison. They would, bring him food. The Soviets, soldiers that, watched him, the guards and the people that would bring him food and stuff, were instructed to never speak to him. No one could talk to him. For 17 years, not a single person said a word to this man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He saw maybe one person every day to bring him food. That's it. There's a book about it. They call him the loneliest man on earth. By the end, they also theorized that he was murdered, that he was killed. Because
that's like mercy.
Yeah, that's what they think it was. They got a British spy in there or something and killed him because once they found out that he was still alive, they're like go kill him, man, because he was so old and decrepit. He was having trouble. He couldn't raise his hands above his head, and he hung himself. It was he was in real bad shape.
They Epsteined him.
They did. They He did.
They put him in a cell with the juicer.
He said, yeah, I can be a cellmate. You just keep bringing me that juice. You saw that picture of Jeffrey Epstein's cellmate?
No.
The dude has biceps the size of your head.
Oh,
yeah.
like big enough that you could like pick up a body and hang it from a ceiling?
With one arm. And literally he was in jail.
He was big into crime for some reason.
Real into it. He just liked it. That's what he did. Crime and steroids. That was
They say crime doesn't pay, but I'm getting the steroids. I'm getting a workout, lifting bodies up on ceilings.
Yeah, it's always just what I do. Yeah. So they sent in that guy. I'll show you a picture of him. He looks like he definitely he did the job.
Like, you don't want to prejudge or anything, but
if I were to handpick,
if I were to design
a man to strangle another man
and then hang his body from the ceiling,
he would look like Jeffrey Epstein's murderer. Let's not beat around the bush here. I know who killed him, and it was handpicked.
Wow.
Okay, but anyway. Oh wow, yeah. 17 years.
17 years. That's the kind of stuff like Soviet Union. As far as I know, there's really nothing to gain from that. Like, they could have just killed him if he had information they wanted. They could have tortured him and gotten out of.
Yeah.
They could have if he had information that they didn't want to get out, they could have just killed him. But no.
But what did he wasn't like the worst guy.
No.
Like, he didn't do a lot of bad, like.
No, I wouldn't even rank him like top 10 worst Nazis. Like,
he was just trying to get Great Britain on their side, apparently.
Yeah, it was literally just the fact that he was a Nazi. Like, communists hate fascists. Like, as much as fascists hate communists.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot of hate.
That's a lot of hate going around.
Yeah. And they're like, this guy was secondhand to Hitler? Well, Hitler's dead, so we'll just do it to this guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
That's actually the worst thing you can do to a person.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The torture, the torment over years. It's never going to end. So, yeah, that's pretty bad. So, hold on.
So what you're saying is the Soviet Union, not a lot of good guys there?
No, not a ton of great heroes on the Russian side.
Didn't they killed Hitler? They surrounded Hitler. Yeah?
They did. Yeah, that's true. Maybe they got him, but maybe Hitler escaped.
And went to
Argentina. Yeah. I have here, so this is just a good summation of what we've talked about over the last
little
bit.
Run it through.
This is something I wrote last night. Preface.
Okay, sure.
The world was pretty effed up back then. By the way, I wrote out effed. Like, I didn't write the F word. I wrote E-F-F-E-D.
Fed.
F-head. Yeah. So I'm not cursing. I'm just actually reading it the way it is. The world was pretty effed up back then. The world was at war, but where did it start? Germany wanted to be respected, wanted to be back where it was. Japan wanted resources and wanted to be left alone. The U.S. wanted to be left alone. Russia wanted to F up fascism. Germany wanted to F up communism. They hated each other, and the rest of us just picked sides. And then...
Well, okay.
And that's it. And that's it.
That's... And, well, that's...
No.
That's about it.
That's not it.
Thank you.
No. That's not it, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's game time.
Ooh, baby.
Where are we at? Do we have time for games?
We got time.
Great.
Oh, yeah. We got got forever time.
All the time in the world.
We could go whole another hour.
All right. So I like your game a lot. Pick the war criminal.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
So we're going to do that again. Allied version.
Oh!
Name that war criminal.
All right. I got this.
All right. So your options are Joseph Stalin.
Okay.
Sir Winston Churchill. Because he is knighted.
Okay.
Or Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
These are your options. We're going to start with easier, and we're going to do the same thing you did, so 7 questions.
Okay.
If you get 4, you win.
If I get 4, I win.
Well, wait, how many did you do?
I made it 5 for
You made 5? Perfect. Yeah, 5.
Okay.
So if you get 3, you win. Wait, no, if you get 4... What did we do?
We did 7, and if you got 5, you won.
Oh, great. 7 questions, 5 you win. We're doing the same thing.
Okay.
Everybody, by the way, everybody listening along, keep track of your points. Like I said, points will mean something at some point.
No, yeah. It's. I actually remembered. We'll talk about.
Yeah, we're working on it. Yeah. So keep track of your points.
So wait, what do I get with 5 points? Do I get popcorn? Is it the same deal?
Yeah, I'll buy you popcorn.
Awesome.
I'll buy you popcorn. For spring break, probably.
Oh,
buy just like a whole box of popcorn.
Oh, frick yeah.
Oh, frick yeah.
Yes.
Frick. Okay, so let's start out with an easy one.
Oh.
Well, we're going to start easier and get a little more complicated.
Okay.
Quote number 1. I trust no one, not even myself. Really think about this one.
I immediately see the meme of like it's just some dude, like some child, and he it's a picture of him, and then him behind him with a gun to his head, and it says "Trust no one, not even yourself." That has some real tried and true American value in there.
Okay.
But I also hear a little prankster kind of like he like knows that he's always like getting people, and he's like, I couldn't trust me, no way. So I will eliminate
pranky boy.
Yeah, he's a little pranky boy. So I will eliminate Churchill because I think it's either FDR or Stalin.
Okay.
But FDR was also a little trickster because you know what he did was he convinced the world, like, he never really lied about it, but everyone kind of forgot that he had polio and was in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that's kind of wild.
Like, years that people just, like, you just didn't... Like, I bet we could get his body out right now and he could run the country again. Because we basically have, you know... a mummy up there.
Not to get political.
Come on, hey, take a shot. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Uncle Joe. Okay.
Uncle Joe. All right. So what's your final answer?
My final answer, FDR.
FDR?
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
It was Jose Stalin himself.
Yeah.
Little pranky boy.
Oh.
Couldn't trust anyone.
That felt right, but okay. I can bounce back.
That's fine.
I got another one.
Yeah. So quote number 2.
Okay.
In politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way.
Well, the mastermind himself, Winston Churchill, did execute an excellent plan to invade Italy that I learned today.
Some real subterfuge there.
So I'm going to have to guess Churchill said that. Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Okay. I just need to swing. I'm so bad.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt said that. FDR. That's right. Big into politics, that guy.
Dang it.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on my brain now. I'm gonna think about these.
Okay. Sorry, that was a little. I said I'd start slow. That was a kind of a hard one.
No. Okay. I got it. The first one I should have got. It's okay.
Third one.
Okay.
The only real power comes out of a long rifle.
Okay. FDR wasn't the and carry a big stick guy, right?
That was Teddy Roosevelt.
That was Teddy.
Yeah. And Big Ted.
I'm thinking it's either Churchill or Stalin.
Rub your brain. You're just like massaging your head.
It's where I get my thoughts from.
You gotta like warm up the muscle, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. The only true power? The only what power?
The only real power comes out of a long rifle.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Someone said the only real power comes out of a long rifle.
Country of origin?
One of the allied countries.
Okay.
Country of origin. Mongolia.
I think it's Stalin. And I've looked at you for a visual cue. And I think... and I'm not picking up what you're throwing down. So I'm just going to say final answer Stalin.
It is just...
Oh, thank goodness. You were like nodding, and I was like, is he trying to throw me off? I wasn't sure. I didn't trust it. But I trust my brain now that it's warmed up.
Your big brain.
I am still alive.
You're on the board. You're trucking. All right, here we go. Okay, let me find it.
What's up?
Okay.
All right.
Cook. Here's a quote.
Okay.
To build may have to be the slow and laborious task of years. To destroy can be the thoughtless act of a single day.
Okay, this is either Churchill or FDR. For sure. Joseph,
Was it because I stumbled over words trying to read it?
No, it's because it has like thought and meaning behind it.
Oh, for sure. For sure it does.
So it's not Stalin.
Yeah. Want to hear it again?
Yeah, because I'm thinking.
To build may have to be the slow and laborious task of years. To destroy can be the thoughtless act of a single day. Poetic.
The way it's said doesn't really sound American, but I can hear it in a presidential voice.
Okay.
To build can be the slow and laborious task. But your cadence wasn't that. If it was FDR, it was like, but to destroy.
Oh yeah, no. It's very poetic.
Yeah.
Even.
This sounds like we're tiptoeing around in the direction towards Churchill. And I'm gonna say final answer without looking at you for cues this time. Is Sir Winston Churchill.
It is Sir Winston Churchill.
Hey, let's go 2 in a row.
Now you have a feel for all of them.
Yeah,
you got a feel for Stalin, FDR, Churchill.
Yeah, Stalin likes guns and pranks.
Yep.
FDR, big politics guy. Loves playing games.
Yeah. So this one might mess with you. This is a very famous quote. So you've probably heard it.
Okay.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Okay, that. Is it not FDR? That's FDR. Final answer.
It is FDR.
Yeah.
Final
Okay.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay. I always heard there was a Medal of Honor game I had, a video game, and that quote would always come up. Like that was like the intro to the game. It's like the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Okay. Cool.
Is the next one December 7th, 1941, a day that will live on in infamy? Stalin.
Stalin. Okay.
More of those, please.
Yes. I ask you to judge me by the enemies I have made.
I ask you to judge me by the enemies I have made. Oh, that's another good one.
It's a good quote.
That is a tricky one.
Right?
Because that could be Stalin trying to weasel his way out of stuff.
His little weaselly butt out of things.
Little pickle gun trick. But it's a little bit too honest, I think, for Stalin. And I'm thinking, I ask you to judge me by the enemies I've made.
Critical thinking here, yeah.
It really could be any of them.
This is a tough one, yeah.
Why would... FDR was very popular, at least in the United States.
Sure.
So I don't think he has a need to say that kind of stuff. He has other reasons that people like him, like, putting food on their table, starting Social Security, getting us out of the worst depression we've ever seen, getting us through the worst war we've ever seen, fighting polio, being an overall hero, and committing more crimes than starting the CIA. All great things.
Yeah, all
he
good
didn't
things.
start the CIA, but
He definitely had a hand in some pretty bad stuff.
But and again, I think it's a little too intellectual for Stalin. So I'm gonna say it was Churchill that said this. Final answer.
Unfortunately, it was Franklin Roosevelt.
It was Roosevelt.
FDR, yeah.
Dang it.
See, he had to run for president 3 times, dude.
He did.
He was post-war, like, I see, look at the enemies I've made. Yeah.
Dang it. No popcorn. How many more questions did I need?
No. You can still get it. You can still get 5 right.
I missed 2.
Never mind.
That was my.
You can get 4 right. You can do above average. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
That was the 4th.
I can
Fifth.
still match. I can match if I get these next 2.
Next 2.
I can match your score.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Which is, we'll try to change that. Okay. To improve is to change. So to be perfect is to change often.
Huh. That's just wrong. You got like a half of a statement in there. It's like to improve is to change. You're like, you look back at like 2008 and you're like, why do I have a t-shirt over my long sleeve shirt? What's going on there? Why is everyone's hair spiked up like 2 inches? Why are we doing that?
Stop it. But we've grown.
We've grown, and we've grown our hair, and now we all look like dirty street rats, and we go, yeah, we're better now. To grow is to change, so to be perfect is to constantly change.
Hold on, I'll say it again. To improve is to change.
Is to change.
So to be perfect is to change often.
Change often. I feel like there wasn't a lot of progress going on in our eastern ally, good old Russia. So I'm gonna eliminate him again, and I feel like there's been enough FDR quotes that this just doesn't sound like it's from him. So again, I'm gonna guess Churchill.
That is correct. It is Churchill. All right, you are 3 for 3 right now.
Okay, 3 for 6, but...
Well, 3 and 3, yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, 3 and 3. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
So, will I be above or below 50%?
This is it. If you get this right, we are tied.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, shout out to my friend Dan, who said he got like 7 of 7 correct.
Yasmina did not get all of them right. Good job, Dan.
Yeah, good job, Dan.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm wondering how
Take 10 points. Take 10 points.
Yeah, get an extra 3. Yeah, good job. Yasmina said she got all of them right, except she did the thing that we never do during trivia and change her answer. She was like, it's definitely this, and then change her answer by the end of it.
Yep.
On a couple of them. Never do that. Never change
your answer. Take a -1 point, Yasmina, just for changing.
Sorry about that.
I mean, you get +2 for like being mentioned on the podcast, but you get a -1 for...
Yeah.
So you just get +1.
But the long-awaited, we stalled enough.
We have. This is it.
The final quote.
Stalled enough. Don't even...
No.
All right, cool.
No.
Here it is, the final quote.
Okay.
Education is a weapon whose effect depends on who holds it in his hand and at whom it is aimed.
Huh.
That was I tripped over my words a little bit there. I'll say it again.
Well, okay. Well, hold on. Tripping over your words is heavy FDR energy. Haha, tripping. He couldn't walk.
Ooh, no.
He survived.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a pretty good job if he survived polio. Okay. Go ahead and give it to me one more time.
All right. Education is a weapon whose effects depend on who holds it in his hands and at whom it is aimed.
Stalin's a big weapon guy. He likes weapons.
He has mentioned a lot of guns.
But he did say real power is a long rifle.
And would Stalin contradict himself, do you think?
Probably.
To be fair, all of these people, FDR definitely contradicted himself, so.
I will take that as a hint. That way I can point it at you and say, you did this. You led me astray.
Oh,
if I
really?
get this last one wrong.
All right.
And so I will say that Stalin said it. Final answer.
I am sorry.
You led me astray.
That is correct.
Hey!
I bamboozled you like Stalin did.
You had me all topsy-turvy.
Yeah, I'm a little pranky boy like Stalin.
Oh, you maybe thought I lost, but I still lost.
You still lost. Yeah, you got 4 out of 7.
I got 4 out of 7.
But we are tied in terms of games. Well done.
Wow.
High five.
Yeah. Clap
Woo.
sync.
Clap sync. Yeah, well done. I'm proud of you. That was good. Some of those were a lot harder than I
I
wanted.
started out with 2 down. That was rough.
Yeah, but you worked your way back.
Yeah. That wasn't a bad performance, but is that really it? That's everything about the Allies.
That's all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about China. They probably did nothing.
I didn't really do anything.
Yeah, no.
Nothing worth talking about on this podcast.
China.
China.
Well, they're gonna take us over soon, you know.
Oh yeah. And then somebody's gonna hear
learning
this.
Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah. Hail China. And
something like don't. No.
Okay. So
Can we let's just goodbye and
yeah.
we'll talk about VRA. Like
yeah.
where we find us.
If we have social medias. If you want to follow us on Viewer Regression Advised on Instagram, VRA Pod on Twitter, Viewer Regression Advised at Gmail. If you want to send us anything like pictures of Joseph Stalin or Winston Churchill or a big old gun.
Yeah, big old gun, sure. That'd be fine.
Yep, or just like compliment us because we are very small.
The biggest compliment
and weak, and we love compliments because we feel bad about ourselves.
We need our ego stroked, please.
Please.
And the biggest stroke to our ego is saying that you told somebody else about us and they went, hey, that wasn't a terrible podcast. I love hearing that.
Yeah, that's fun. I've gotten a few texts recently. Shout out my friends Kelsey and Lauren for listening to the podcast. But
look at that.
Say they enjoy it.
Good points to you. And speaking of points,
yeah,
it's coming up.
Yeah,
we're gonna. You guys will have options, so keep track of that.
Oh, points.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
remember those. All right. Well, that's it.
Bye.
We know nothing, and now so do you.
Oh, so we know nothing.
And now so do you.
Congratulations.